Before the sun rises. The alarm went off at 5 a.m. Emily Carter rolled out of bed quietly so she wouldn't wake anyone. Her stepmother Karen and stepsister Chloe were still asleep upstairs. Emily started the coffee maker, fried eggs, and packed lunches. Not for herself, but for them. She whispered, "If I just keep trying, maybe they'll see I'm part of this family." When the morning bus rumbled down the street, she slipped on her old sneakers and left for work. A tiny diner at the edge of town. The weight of kindness. At the diner, Emily worked the early shift. She was quiet, dependable, and always smiling, even when her feet ached. Her boss often said, if hard work had a face, it'd look like Emily. Every paycheck, she set aside money, not for herself, but to cover Chloe's college tutoring. Karen had told her, "You're older, Emily. You should help your sister succeed." That night, when she came home exhausted, Chloe rolled her eyes. "You didn't wash my uniform right." "It smells weird," Karen scolded Emily too, and Emily just nodded. "I'll redo it," she said softly. The holiday weekend Thanksgiving was coming. The neighborhood buzzed with lights and plans. Emily wanted to make it special for them. She couldn't afford new decorations, so she crafted handmade ones from leftover paper and ribbons. When Karen saw them, she sighed. "We can't hang those." "People will think we're broke," Chloe laughed. "You don't have to try so hard, Emily. You're not really family." That night, Emily sat on the porch wrapped in a blanket, watching the cold November stars. She whispered, "Maybe love doesn't need permission. Maybe I'll just keep giving it anyway." The breaking point winter hit hard. Karen lost her office job and bills started stacking up. Emily took extra shifts at the diner and even cleaned houses on weekends. She came home late, still managing to cook and care for them. One night, Chloe failed an exam and blamed Emily. "If you hadn't taken the car, I could have gone to study group." Emily tried to comfort her, but Chloe slammed her door. That night, Emily finally broke down in silence, sitting on the kitchen floor whispering, "Maybe it's time to stop hoping for what'll never come." The unexpected offer. One morning, while refilling coffee cups at the diner, a woman noticed her, Mrs. Whitman, who owned a small bakery downtown. She loved Emily's warmth and offered her a full-time position with better pay and flexible hours. Emily accepted, nervous, excited, but afraid to tell her stepmother. When she finally did, Karen frowned. "So you're leaving us? After everything we did for you?" Emily smiled sadly. "You gave me a roof. I just wish I could have earned your love too." She packed her small bag that night and left, her heart heavier than her luggage. The turning point months passed. Emily thrived at the bakery. Her work was featured in local magazines, and she began saving for her own apartment. Every month, she mailed a portion of her paycheck to Karen, just to help. No one ever replied. Until one morning, she found a letter in the mail. The handwriting was shaky but familiar. It was from Chloe. "Emily, I wore that scarf you made me last winter. Everyone loved it. I told them my sister made it. I'm sorry I was awful to you. You were the only one who ever stayed when things got hard. Please come home. Mom misses you too." Emily's tears finally came, warm, quiet, and full of relief. Coming home. When Emily returned to the old house, Karen was standing on the porch. She looked tired but softer somehow. Without saying a word, Karen reached out and took Emily's hands. The same hands that had held that family together for years. Her voice cracked. "I was wrong. You've been more of a daughter than I ever deserved." And in that small, tear-filled moment, Emily finally felt like she had a mother again. The closing moment. Months later, the house was full of laughter again. Emily decorated the living room while Chloe helped in the kitchen. Karen baked her first pie in years. As they sat down to dinner, Emily smiled softly and thought, "Family isn't about who shares your blood. It's about who shares your heart." And that night, for the first time in forever, Emily's hands finally rested. Moral: family isn't always the one you're born into. Sometimes it's the one you heal with forgiveness, patience, and love.